Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Arizona. Beautiful sunny Arizona. It's December 17th. We got a little garden update for you. That's Biscuit. Don't mind her. But we got our eggplants with lots of beautiful little flowers on her. Look at that. We were hoping we had an eggplant coming in here, but I don't know if I touched it and ruined it or what, but it ain't done much yet. So we got a little garden update for you. Here are the eggplants. Got lots of flowers coming in. Hopefully another bud there. I don't know. I thought we would already have an eggplant coming in over here, but I'm not sure what's happening with that, to be honest. We'll see if anything pops out of there. Got the same things going on these ones. Got our little flowers coming through. Hopefully give us some eggplants. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But what we do have is lots of tomatoes. These bad boys coming in, getting pretty beefy. They're getting pretty beefy. Should get some on this one too, a little baby. Oh no, I knocked this flower off. I think our biggest one's over here on the ground. Look at this bad boy. Look at that sucker right there. Bloop. Not good to be on the ground, but oh. Yeah. Lots of tomatoes coming in. And we finally got some broccolis. That's probably our biggest one. Look at that, or maybe this one over here. Creeping in on us. Something's been eating the leaves up, but they're still thriving. And we got our first cauliflower. Sorry for the bad lighting, but she's in there. Just let us have a little light and goodness. Beauty. Beauty. What else we got going on out here? That's mostly it. Eggplants, broccoli, our tomatoes kind of falling over everywhere. It doesn't have any tomatoes yet, but we do have our giant sunflowers. Looking huge. Just for reference, I'm 6'3". Seems like 7, 8 feet tall now. This one over here is the furthest along. We got our first flower. That's beauty. Look at that beauty. So pretty. So tall. Got secondary buds coming off it here. Up there. Over there. Gonna have lots of flowers soon. Look at that. That. She's thriving. Got some little stuff down here. That's a pumpkin. I don't know if she's gonna make it. Got a few radishes over here, kind of hanging in the grass. Swiss chard, okra. They haven't really done much though. Our other self-planted tomato. They're putting in Google fiber, and these assholes just throw this shit in my yard. I don't know why. But we got our little pea plant here. Luckily, they didn't crush it. I'm not sure what this is. We'll have to see. Maybe Swiss chard. And then just more beets and radish. Our little tomato hanging on. Little pea plant. Then we got our asparagus patch, which looking pretty good. But I guess it's good that some of these are starting to brown, So I just saw a post about it. That when they like start to brown, I'm supposed to chop it back to make new asparaguses grow. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was just thinking mine aren't brown at all, so I guess it's almost time. Chop them back, bury them, and then they say in spring I'll have asparagus shoots. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. We got a big mallow patch that's planted itself. I'm not ever gonna use it, but hey, it's not that bad. And then got the stuff we planted about a week or two ago in this bed. Just a couple of pea plants. And then we had some little like cucumbers and such, which they're kind of struggling. I think somebody ate this one. This one got eaten. Its leaves are gone. This one's doing okay. I don't know if that's a cucumber or zucchini, but we got a few. I need to give them some extra water. A little tomato struggling over there. I don't know if you can even see that. A little cucumber. And then we cleared out this bed over here. We're gonna plant some more peas and chard, and gonna get a few of these garlics planted before they die in their little shelf. Kind of like these poor guys that I'm not taking good enough care of. I don't know if that's pumpkins or cukes or what, but slacking, but it's looking pretty lush. Nice and green. Excited for some tomatoes and eggplants. Probably need to harvest this broccoli in the next week or so before it starts growing and bolting and becoming less edible. Update on the garden. We got our eggplants. This is the first one that bloomed, and I don't know if I killed it by touching it or if it's turning it into an eggplant, but they're very pointy. They have spiky little thorns on them that will stab you. Got a couple more over here. Flower there. This one's doing better here. I can't really. I hope that worked. I don't know. Little pretty flowers right in there. So I'm assuming we're gonna get some eggplants, but we do have some tomatoes, and some of them are getting pretty beefy. There's a big one there. We got a couple more down there. Nice little haul. Should be pretty packed. Let the lettuce go to seed, so it should start making seeds and they'll fall off, and we'll have free lettuce who knows when. We got some broccoli coming in. The broccoli looking good. For reference, it's not a huge piece of broccoli, but not a bad start. One over here. We got our cauliflower in here. Oh yeah. Oh. Never really gotten a cauliflower before, I don't think. It's my first. Got broccoli here. We plant one of our sunflowers, our babyest sunflower. I'll show you the big ones here in a second. We got our tomato that planted itself. It's kind of falling apart and falling over everywhere, but oh, we do got a couple of baby tomatoes in there. Nice. I think those might be the yellow pears, just guessing by their shape. I had planted some out here before, so kind of planted herself. She's a nice big bushy girl. peppers. We do got a couple of peppers. That's probably our biggest. Look at those. Oh, look at that. Coming along, coming along. Planted some cucumbers and squashes over here. Some over here, along with a couple pea plants. This is the biggest. They haven't really started taking off yet. I don't know if they're not getting enough water. Some of them are kind of struggling, as you can see. Tomato that's not doing much. I think I'll hit them with the hose on top of their regular watering. This one got eaten. I can't find it, sorry. Ha! This one's being eaten by something, I don't know. But it had leaves. It had leaves and now they're gone. Anyways, here's our sunflowers. This is our shortest one. It's about 6'3" here. Might be like 6'5". It's our shortest sunflower. Bang, bang. Hasn't started to pop yet. It's one of our taller sunflowers. Yikes. It's gonna be 8 feet. Where's she looking? There. And our tallest sunflower. This one right here. She started to bloom. See how pretty that is. So pretty, so tall. And then it's gonna have a bunch of other buds because we got like one here, here, right here, here, everywhere. So should be real pretty soon. They're getting huge. Got our couple little radishes here that I planted in the grass, radish, beets, something like that. I think I got one okra, maybe 2 okras. I don't know what that is right there. Same thing over here. Got a couple of self-planted tomatoes. One's a baby. Little pea plant that popped. Radishes or beets. That's about all we got to pop besides maybe a pea plant. Pea plant over here. And I'm not sure. But over here we got the asparagus patch. Little update. So I just saw a post about it. This is when they start to turn brown. You want to like chop them back and mulch them, and then in the spring I guess maybe asparagus will shoot up out of there, but mine just barely started to turn brown, so I think the ones I saw were much browner. I do have a couple little pieces, so it'll probably be time soon, or that might have just broke and snapped, who knows. I think our brown pieces actually are all just breakage. I think they're very green. Yikes. Anyways, I don't know. This is the asparagus patch. We get the random asparagus here or there, but not very much so far. But it's looking bushy and green. And other than that, just got some stuff we need to plant in this bed right here. Cleared out a lot of the grass. We got seedlings in here. A lot of stuff we already planted. And a bunch more seedlings in the back. We'll probably grab a few different things from there. Swiss chard, peas, tomatoes. Gotta get these garlics in the ground before they die in the tray. Out back here, I think this is pumpkin, I'm not sure. Pumpkin, Swiss chard. No, we had here an okra. Yeah, okra that I'm letting die in the tray. A couple of cilantros, I believe. What do we got here? Cucumber, turnips, radish. radish. I'm not even sure what a lot of this is. Peppers, serrano peppers. Those just started to sprout. Those. Oh. Yeah. Not even sure. Probably herbs of some sort. Oh, dang it. Oregano. When you write on these, you don't want to use a felt tip marker, because then you cannot read what it says. I'm gonna guess that says basil. I don't know. A lot of tomatoes for sure. We got some peppers maybe. I don't know what these little guys are. These are... oh, some kind of tomato. Huh. Very cute. A lot of tomatoes. A few peppers. Random other stuff. Maybe some Armenian cucumbers. But yeah, most of the stuff didn't sprout. But still got lots. Still stuff that randomly just sprouted. Like these were not here very long ago. The rest of the stuff is sprouted for a bit. I need to get planted. What is it? It's so annoying. Anywho, that's what those trays are looking like. Alright, y'all. Welcome back. It's December 29th. Got a little garden update for you. And we actually have stuff. We've got some pretty little, let's see, can you see them? A beautiful little eggplant in there. Look at that. Would you look at that? Yes. Not only there, we also got much easier to see one right here. So that's good for lighting. That beautiful, beautiful girl. Also one hiding in here somewhere, I think, but oh yeah, it's coming in right there. Lots more flowers, more on the way. Those are our eggplants. Then we got our beautiful tomatoes that have been just thriving. Ugh. It's better from this angle in the dark. Right, but look at these monsters coming in. Got a couple more there. Down here. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at those. Look at all of those. Bang, bang. More here. Oh. More in here. Beautiful. Lots of tomatoes. And we also got a few cauliflowers coming in. I've never gotten cauliflower before, so kind of exciting. Baby tomatoes down here. And look at these broccoli. Broccoli are here. Got me good shade. It's a little too bright. Pretty big, just for size reference. I have big hands, but they were like this big, and then I came out like a couple days later and they're like boom, and now they're even bigger. Got broccoli. This cauliflower's gotten a lot bigger. Look at that, got the purple in there too. Very nice. Another broccoli over there. More eggplant and broccoli. No reading for dinner tonight. And we got an update on the sunflowers, which is they are huge. Look at these monsters. Can't even tell you how tall they are. This is the short sunflower. Way taller than me. 6'3". Finally got a nice sunflower. This looks like the tallest one now. This one is overtaken. I can't even tell you how much taller it is. Like 10 feet tall. Yikes. There's lots more sunflowers popping off. Oh, it looks like the birds picked at this one. Yikes. Poor baby. But they're looking pretty. So nice. Then what else? We got our radishes and beets over here kind of coming through. I think this is an okra, I decided. I don't know, we'll see how it... They're not getting very big. We're not getting enough water over here. But look at this one. Whoa, no! What happened here? That's a weird way to grow. Huh. Did something pull it up and eat it, or? So weird. Does that mean they're ready? I don't ever eat radishes. But that's cool. So we got a couple radishes. I didn't know they just plucked themselves out of the ground. What else? Got our little tomato plants coming in. No tomatoes on either of these yet. Might be some sweet 100s. Oh, we do got a couple babies actually. Look at that. Where are they at? Oh, yeah, there's a couple little baby tomatoes. Probably sweet 100s. Very small. See if they turn red soon. And this is our big tomato plant that planted itself. And I believe it is yellow pear tomatoes, because look at those little teardrops down there. Don't have a ton of them though. Let's see if more start to come in. We need more bees to pollinate. What else we got going on? Peppers. The pepper plants are in here. This is our biggest one. It's kind of getting overtaken with weeds, but it's definitely got some nice sized jalapenos, serranos. I don't know what we got. Not turning red yet. We'll see. The other ones are not as peppery, unfortunately. Update on the asparagus patch. Still bushy. Starting to turn a little gold though. So I guess once it does that, I'm supposed to chop it back and hopefully get asparagus in the spring. I don't know. I'm not well versed in asparagus gardening. That's fine. Besides that, update. Our pea plants are getting kind of big, but have nothing to rest on. And it looks like everything else kind of died. Yikes. Oh, this one's hanging on. Just barely. Zucchini might have got stepped on. I don't know what's happening there. And everything's kind of struggling. We shall see. Got some more stuff to plant though. Never got this garlic in the ground. I need to do that. Because I've already lost a couple in the tray. More pea plants, more Swiss chard, tomatoes. Got a bunch of trays in the backyard. We'll go take a look at those. But first, this is Prince, my handsome guy. Prince! Say something to the camera. No. Out here helping me garden. And then this is Nala, a beautiful lady. Hello, baby. Oh, you're a star, I know. Come on over. Come on over. Yeah, we're just out here gardening. Spray updates. Not a lot. Tomatoes, peppers. That's an okra. Got some cilantro, but a lot of empty spots. Might be a dill or a basil or something. Got this one pumpkin. Gonna have to get planted in the front yard, see if it does anything. Because we planted one and it didn't do too much. Swiss chard hanging on. Poor thing's been in trays way too long. Armenian cucumbers. Sure, okra. No. Oh. Dun, dun. Must be a squash or something. Turnips. Not sure. Parsley maybe. A couple peppers, lots of tomatoes. Doing best with tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. That, and I got a bunch of aloe. This I never showed. So all these aloe vera plants came from this one pot we've had for so long. I tried to transplant some of them. Had a bunch of little pups in there. Took some of the big chunky ones, but struggling. Some of these are starting to turn green, look good. They will be aloe once again. Not too bad, and the big ones look great, so yeah. And then besides just planting those seedlings, I want to plant these. Got some potatoes that I got to sprout. This one just barely. And I forget what that is, a yam or something? No, I don't remember. But yeah, parsnip, maybe. And a couple pineapple tops that we'll see. We got a couple roots, but I've had them in water too long. But I think they might be fun to try. So, I get those planted tomorrow. Film some of that for you. Alright, it's now January 4th, and I've let my broccoli go too long. You want to pull it while it's prime. You don't have a lot of extra time. It was perfect like a week ago, not even. Similar issues with this cauliflower. It doesn't look great. I don't know if I missed my window or what. But this broccoli's not too bad. Probably still good to go. And then this one looks still pretty good, so probably gonna chop this one off. Use it for some dinner here. Look how massive that is, just for reference. Big broccoli. Big broccoli. And then this cauliflower here looks perfect. So we'll harvest these two. Better learn how to cook some broccoli. Not quite as big as the broccoli head, but biggest cauliflower I've ever had. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to cook some stuff for dinner. I better pull me a couple of eggplants too. I don't know if I got one here. Let's see. My good one's over here. How are they looking? Oh, she's getting big. She might be ready. I don't know. How do you know when your eggplant's ready? That one? Or do we pull this one? Oh, that's a wide one there. Bam. Decisions. I'll probably pluck them both. Hopefully we'll get some more. I got one over here too. I hope I like eggplant. We're just waiting for tomatoes to ripen up.